Hey guys, Blaumagier here, and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Classics. And before we jump into Donkey Kong 3, I wanted to show off a little bonus here on the Game & Watch collection that was a part of the Club Nintendo's rewards. We have a Donkey Kong game, which I'd like to show off. And there's different modes, a game A, game B, for all of these games. I don't feel the need to really show them off. It's just variation in it's just a variation in patterns and nothing else really. So anyways, this is actually a fairly simple game here. You can, well, I balls that up. I didn't jump quick enough, but you can actually see with the shadows, because it's, you know, mocking a Game & Watch, every possible action that can be seen. So I don't have to go into too great a detail on this. I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the top once. Donkey Kong's up there throwing barrels. On the bottom screen is the only screen we really have to worry about the barrels on. Once we get to the top screen, barrels kind of a non-issue. We gotta activate the crane here so that we can actually jump up on it. We gotta time our jump just right so that we actually jump on the hook like this, and we beat it. And that's all there is to Donkey Kong on the Game & Watch. There's actually another reason I wanted to pull out the Game & Watch collection. There's another game on here called Greenhouse. Meet Stanley the Bugman. It's his job to protect all the plants in this greenhouse from all the bugs that would eat them. Like that caterpillar up there that just ate that flower. Stanley is armed with only his bug spray. With spiders coming on the bottom screen and caterpillars up top. Now, there's more stuff that can happen later, but I won't be showing that off because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this. I just wanted to kind of give you some backstory here for the protagonist of Donkey Kong 3, Stanley the Bugman. Because Donkey Kong 3 takes quite a radical separation from Donkey Kong action we've come to know and love by this point. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get on with some Donkey Kong 3 Arcade. Donkey Kong 3. Mario was nowhere to be found in this outing. Instead, we have Stanley the Bugman. And there's two ways to win. You can defeat all of the bugs in the stage. There is a set number. Or you can force Donkey Kong up to the top of the screen. There are several ways to lose. You can lose by getting hit by a bug, just like I did. Having the bugs take away all of your plants down at the bottom. Or by having Donkey Kong fall off the bottom, and of course running out of time will also cause you to lose. So there's a lot to pay attention to here. And it may be easier to think of this game like a shooter than it is a platformer. Personally, it's my least favorite of the Donkey Kong games. It's pretty difficult, actually. I never could quite get the timings down as far as the rate of fire goes. So my strategy is usually just to try to force Donkey Kong up as fast as I can. And I try not to worry about anything else, but it's not really working too well for me here. For whatever reason, Donkey Kong broke into the greenhouse and he's stirring up the bees, which are now attacking the plants, and it's up to Stanley to defeat them with his pesticide. And if he can get the monkey out of the greenhouse while he's at it, then all the better. So there are plenty of different insects here. They all have special names, but I'm not gonna go over them just because they're all just bugs. I mean, whatever. Anyway, the thing you gotta worry about in this level is these caterpillars, man. They get in your way and they stop you from hitting Donkey Kong. So until it's clear, you kind of just have to let him do his thing. Oh man, coconut to the face. This game, even in the arcade, actually only has 3 boards. I believe people refer to them as rooms usually. I doubt I'll be able to show all 3 rooms on the arcade version here, 'cause I'm honestly doing good if I can just get the ending animations for you, which the animations are removed from the NES game, as in the other Donkey Kong ports. Now the super spray that appears on the vine each time after you die has a limited number of shots, but it can actually destroy caterpillars, and it sends Donkey Kong further up than a normal spray shot does. These caterpillars are super annoying. Ah, jeez. So hard to hit things in this. It definitely takes some skill. I'll tell you that much. Ah, jeez. Man, I just keep getting destroyed by Donkey Kong here. I usually don't have trouble getting to the to the first repeat of this room, the blue room. But today I am for some reason. Alright, first room down. No casualties. So you won't actually lose from having your plants taken away until they're actually all gone. You just lose your bonus. Now if you can get Donkey Kong up to the beehive there, I don't think I can actually get him up there. Come on, Donkey Kong, go up there. There we go. Had to jump for it. He gets his head stuck in the beehive and falls down. And we have defeated Donkey Kong, and we get to do a little jig. Hooray! And then we get to the third room. Now, this game doesn't really operate on cycles. like the other Donkey Kong games did. Instead, you have these rooms that you visit in a fixed order. And you gotta watch out for these queen bees. They explode when you defeat them. Oh man. Was that my first death? No, that was my second. You do still have a time limit, so you run out of time, you lose that way too. Let's see if I can get him to knock down that. Alright. With that, I should get to the last of the 3 rooms. And hey, we're still in the arcade version. I'm doing really good for myself here. This might be where I end up letting Donkey Kong fall off the vine. But I believe this is called the Orange Room because of the orange plants. Not going so well for me now. This game's quite hard. But I guess I find it hard because it's not actually a platformer like the other Donkey Kong games are. It's a shooter. Yeah! I actually got Donkey Kong off the screen again. I did lose a plant though. And it died. That was a game over. However, I'm gonna let Donkey Kong fall off the vine just to show off that animation. I'm not even gonna spray him, I'm just gonna go after the bugs. Now you can get the caterpillars to retreat if you hit them before they fall off the leaves there, which is helpful. Okay, I've got to stop getting killed by the bugs if I want Donkey Kong to fall off the vine. You get that music when he's near the bottom. There he goes. Oh, he's angry. And that does it for the arcade version. On the NES, much like the other Donkey Kong games for NES, it starts out a whole lot easier. The controls are actually a little bit easier for that matter. It does have the same victory and defeat conditions. It has the same 3 boards, which it actually plays them in the same order even, which is a first for Donkey Kong port. Usually they did their own thing. But animations were taken out, boards were the same. Starts off easier, gets harder as it goes on, but out of all of the Donkey Kong NES ports, this one is the closest to being like the arcade version. And there's really not much else for me to say about it. I mean, like I said, this one's pretty pretty much the same as what I just showed, minus a few animations. We'll even get to see all of the boards this time around as well. So I guess I'll just go for one round until I game over. This game was, I believe it was ported to the NES in 1986. And I think it actually was released in the arcades and on the NES around roughly the same time. Or I should say the Famicom. Because obviously the NES version would have come much later. In the top left there, it actually shows you which room you're on, so that's neat. You want to track your rooms. So I guess in that regard, that would make the NES version actually a little bit superior to the arcade version. I think I'll go ahead and try to let Donkey Kong fall off the vine so I can show you the animation for that. Shouldn't be too hard in this one. Yep. It does fall off much quicker in the NES version. And the animation's kind of the same, but not really. Eventually there come some bees that are, if they, I mean, I guess they're all bees, but eventually you come across some that will, like, home in on you if you don't kill them after so long. Oh, there it is, too, right there. Well, that's going to do it for Donkey Kong 3. This has been Let's Play Donkey Kong Classics. I am Blaumagier, and we won't be seeing Donkey Kong again for, well, if we go by the copyright on this game, 10 years. See you guys in the next Let's Play.